మహిళల రక్షణ కోసం నిత్యం పోరాడుతూనే ఉంటానంటున్నారు ఢిల్లీ ఉమెన్స్ కమిషనర్ చైర్పర్సన్ స్వాతి మలైవాల్. ప్రభుత్వాలు ఎన్ని చట్టాలు తెచ్చినా మహిళలపై ఆకృత్యాలు జరుగుతూనే ఉన్నాయన్నారు. వ్యక్తిలో మార్పు వచ్చినప్పుడే సమాజంలో మార్పు వస్తుందంటున్న స్వాతితో మా ప్రతినిధి అరుణ ఫేస్ టు ఫేస్.
4 గదుల మధ్య కూర్చొని పనిచేసే వ్యక్తి కాదామె. గత కొన్ని రోజులుగా ఢిల్లీ వీధుల్లో తిరుగుతూ ఉన్నారు. మహిళలపై జరిగే హింసపైన అవగాహన కోసం ఈ కార్యక్రమం చేస్తున్నారు. మరిన్ని వివరాలు ఆమెతోనే మాట్లాడి తెలుసుకుందాం. స్వాతి, యు ఆర్ 84 born, so young. You are a Delhi Women's Commission chairperson. So, what is your journey? How you will define your journey?
My journey has been one of struggle, of really working on the grassroots. I'm an engineer. I gave up my job and started working on the grassroots because I really wanted to experience the Bharat. I think I belong to India and I was not aware of the Bharat, and that is why I started living in juggies, working in juggies, and lived in villages, travelled across the country to really understand the root causes of the problems that people are facing. Then I joined the Anna Andolan and I was a member of the core committee and worked under the leadership of Anna Hazare, Arvind Kejriwal. And then here I am today as the DCW chief. But I very strongly feel that the Delhi Commission for Women is not something which should work in the confines of an air-conditioned office. I believe that all offices, all government offices should work on the ground. And that is why we are taking out a 13-day Mahila Suraksha Padyatra, where we are walking on foot almost 30 kilometers every day. And
why Yatra? Why? For what reason you are doing this?
There are 3 reasons. One is obviously we want the centre to hear. Because last year I had to sit on a 10-day hunger strike. Only on the 10th day did the Prime Minister hear me out, and he passed a law in the country which says that if a child gets raped, the rapist will be given a death penalty within 6 months. But it is yet to be implemented. There are no fast-track courts, there are not proper resources of the police, not proper accountability of the police. So we want to raise issues, raise awareness on this. Secondly, we want a full hog Mahila Sangathan in Delhi. Because until we have that, until we have a proper system where women are organized and they are collectively coming under one banner and raise their issues in a more powerful voice, I don't think much will happen. That is why we are creating Mahila Suraksha Mitra wherever we are going. And third and the most important reason is, I really feel that, you know, when you get complaints, you get them like in a different manner. You get some complaints from some place, some complaints from some place. Maybe the commission is not able to reach out to everyone. That is why we have taken out this complete ground activity where we are walking the entire length and breadth of Delhi, because we want to reach out to those people who don't have Facebook, who don't have Twitter, who are probably not connected to TV but are in much need of the commission. And I think it has yielded great results.
Swati, even today politics is not very easy for women. So you are in activism, you are in politics. So what is your experience?
I think it is difficult. It is difficult because there is a lot of shaming, there is a lot of trolling, there is a lot of calling names, and I think it's become quite dirty. But at the same time, if you are into activism, I think it is important you have to get your hands dirty, because when you are trying to clean a particular place, you cannot do it without getting yourself dirty. The Delhi police has filed 2 FIRs against me. I think I'm the only chairperson across the country, Women Commission, who has got 2 FIRs from the police. But I take that as a reward and as an award. The Delhi Commission for Women in the past 3 years, under my Delhi Commission for Women, our team, we have handled over 55,000 cases. We have attended around 2.16 lakh calls on our 181 helpline, 75,000 ground visits, 36,000 court cases. We have assisted sexual assault survivors in 11,000 counselling sessions of sexual assault survivors, over 200 recommendations to both the centre and the state, and we are the only commission in the country which functions officially on Saturdays, and unofficially we are working day and night. So when you work, obviously things are, you know, there are people who will say different things. I mean, for instance, the previous chairperson in the Delhi Commission for Women, she had a tenure of 8 years and she handled 1 case. So we are trying to make a change, And when you make a change, there are certain people who say different things. But if you are doing something with really a pure heart, I think the message goes.
Swati, you are more on streets rather in office. So how you plan your work?
I've set up systems in my office. So right now I'm here, but my office is functioning. The 181 helpline is functioning. I get a daily report. My rape crisis cell, my crisis intervention center, they are all functioning. There are already cases that are being heard right now. So it doesn't need to be that I need to be there in the office all the time. If my systems are proper, if my staff is properly trained and sensitized, I think things can function. And the reason why I'm on the ground is I've met the kind of people I've met here on the ground. I don't think they have the capacity to come to the commission. So it has been a hugely learning experience for me also. And for instance, the other day we were taking out a march like this, and a girl, a 12-year-old girl, she just joined the march, and later on she revealed how she had been kidnapped a night earlier, and she was rendered unconscious, and she got up and she ran away, and the moment she saw the word Suraksha on her placards, she immediately joined us, and we were able to restore her to her family.
Swati, even today Vishaka guidelines is not reality in capital. So what do you say on that?
I totally agree, it is not a reality. Even though the law has been passed, I think there is lacuna in the law, because if suppose the sexual harassment at workplace law is not being implemented properly somewhere, what is it that a person can do? Then that person has to appeal, and that appeal goes to the labor court and is dealt with like any other appeals. I think proper and specialized systems should be there for appeals, and probably more stringent punishments should be there for non-compliance.
So you have 3 more years in your hand. So what will be your priority?
I have 2.5 more years, and my priority is that every girl and woman should feel safe in Delhi. Even if that person is having to walk the streets at 12 o'clock in the night, that person should feel safe. Apart from that, we are doing a lot of effort to completely ban illegal alcohol, drugs, and I'm also very strongly against prostitution. So we are having places like GB Road in our capital which are a blot, and I think that such places should be shut down.
Swati, you have a busy schedule. So my last question is, on the eve of Women's Day, what you want to say to women?
I think women are very strong. They just have to realize it. I think even a single woman has the capacity to move the earth and shake the environment. I mean, I'm the DCW chief. I decided to sit on a hunger strike, and within 10 days the center, which was just not listening to me, had to bow down and had to give me what I wanted, a law. So it's not just the DCW chief. Any individual woman, if you decide, if you put your heart on something, I think you can fight and you can win. And the idea is for you to realize, if there is anyone who has a problem in Delhi, you can always approach us. In Delhi, if you dial the 181 number, you reach straight away to us.
Thank you, Swati. All the best. ఇది స్వాతి చెప్తున్నారు, మీలో ఉన్న శక్తిని మీరు రియలైజ్ అయితే చాలా మార్పు చేయగలుగుతారు అని స్వాతి